If you're in the market for a new car, like certain mothers-in-law I know, hi Elsie, I have some important news for you. Car dealerships are going to be really crowded this weekend, from already until just about exactly 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday, because the government has announced that that's when Cash for Clunkers ends. Now, as you know, Cash for Clunkers gives consumers up to $4,500 toward the price of a new car or truck if you trade in an older car with lower gas mileage. The program's been so popular that it's already run out of cash once. After Congress funded it a second time, there was hope that the new round of funding might last all the way through Labor Day. Nope. As of Monday night, it's out of money and it's done. So far, the program has accounted for nearly 500,000 vehicle sales. The final tally is expected to be 700,000. The biggest problems with the program have been coping with how much consumers like it. The Transportation Department hasn't been able to process the reimbursements to dealerships fast enough. The DOT confirmed to us today that they're now tripling the number of workers assigned to deal with the paperwork. They say they'll have 1,200 people processing claims now, so dealers should be getting their money. And dealers have their own sort of high-class problems beyond the huge demand causing delays in the paperwork. So many consumers want to take advantage of the program that dealers haven't been able to keep cars on their lots, particularly the most popular models. As we reported earlier this week, GM says that it's upping its production schedule by tens of thousands of cars for this year to cope with the increased demand from Cash for Clunkers. That means they're rehiring more than 1,300 North American employees to boost production in the third and fourth quarters. It also means overtime checks for more than 10,000 GM workers who have held on to their jobs. Ford also announced last week that it'll increase production for the last half of the year by 26% over last year's numbers. Oh, and Hyundai is rehiring, too. In response to increased demand from Cash for Clunkers, Hyundai says it's now able to return about 3,000 of its employees in Alabama to full-time schedules after their hours had been cut last fall. So, in sum, we've got tons of new consumer spending as we're trying to get out of a recession. We've got consumers really happy. We've got car dealers with tons of new business, not to mention the scrap yards for the clunkers. We've got less pollution, less gas consumption, workers getting rehired at the auto companies. Seems like this is working out kind of great. So why are they ending it? Why don't they just extend this thing again? Joining us now is Hans Blatter. He's president of Castle Products, a family-owned automotive supply business that's also booming thanks to the Cash for Clunkers program. His company makes a product that they call the Clunker Bomb, which permanently paralyzes the engines of clunkers traded in under the Cash for Clunkers program. Mr. Blatter, thanks very much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's great to have all this positive news.
You know, there's not much positive economic news ever, and this really has been a positive story. But
it's been very fun for our company.
I gotta ask you though. I can't believe you already had a product good to go called the Clunker Bomb before this program started. Did you make this thing just because of the program?
Well, our people worked hard. Actually, the CARS program, the procedure came out on Friday, July 24th, about 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It hit the news. And our people right away started saying we have to have some meetings and come up with a product to help solve this problem that dealerships are going to have. We worked diligently all day on Friday into the evening to come up with a product to help fill the needs of the dealerships across the country.
Tell me how the product works. I know that you take the oil out of the engine, right, and pour this product in place of the oil, and then you run the engine? Is that what happens?
That is correct. It's basically a 40% sodium silicate solution, and what you want to do is you drain the vehicle of its oil, and then you pour this in replace of the oil into the crankcase. You run the car for 7 to 10 minutes, and then the engine will eventually just seize, and the engine will be dead. We guarantee to kill the engine dead.
I understand that you've hired new employees because of the demand for this product, because it meets the government's needs in terms of this new program. Do you think that you're going to be able to keep these new employees on when the Cash for Clunkers program ends?
Well, right now we have plans to keep them on. It's really been a great benefit to our company in times of needing some good news and some good boost to the economy. The clunker bomb has helped us open up various doors to dealerships that we weren't servicing before and into various parts of the country that we weren't before. So we're hoping that with the positive news of this clunker bomb, we can get some additional business that will enable us to keep the additional staff that we brought on.
I know you do work closely with dealerships, with a lot of other businesses. Obviously, this has done wonders for your morale at your company, but what can you tell me about the other businesses that you work with and the dealerships? How is their morale and how are they doing because of this program?
Well, I think the morale overall, people want positive news. It's nice to turn the TV on, the news or the newspaper, and see the positive news out there. You spoke in the intro about the dealerships running out of cars, showrooms being swamped with people wanting the vehicle and wanting to take advantage of this program. And then the scrap yards. The scrap yards are getting these vehicles. They're getting, and sometimes some good vehicles, some good seats, some good doors, lights, etc., that then they can use and resell to people that don't qualify for the program.
I have a feeling I know the answer to this question, but do you wish they'd keep this program going a while longer?
We're ready. If they want to revamp the program, we're ready to go.
Well, Hans Blatter, if we weren't on satellite, I would give you a high five. It's great, your attitude about this, and also the entrepreneurship and versatility that your company showed in being able to respond to this and really take advantage is a business inspiration. So good luck to you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it as well. Thank you. All right.